countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to NovotnyNutritionandWellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Spring is here, and it's time to wake up Judson. Judson Irrigation is eager and ready to get your sprinkler system up and running for the season. Judson's technicians will check for winter damage, adjust your sprinkler heads, and show you how to set your controller for effective sprinkling coverage. The Judson Irrigation team is here for you. Stay safe.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Save money on energy-efficient equipment with the LES Sustainable Energy Program. Nearly half of the financial incentives are still available for qualifying projects. View incentives and learn more at les.com/SEP.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Sunny skies this morning with afternoon cloud cover and a very slim chance of a pop-up shower. It will be a bit warm. We'll top out near 91. South winds at 10. Overnight mainly clear. Low dropping down to around 64. We'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Hot again. The high of 92. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is the Happy Hour.
You guys going to happy hour?
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Yeah, I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert.
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
Brought to you by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. This is the Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick and Rico joining you as usual, but we are not in the studio. We're instead at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 40th and Old Cheney. Come on by. It's Customer Appreciation Day. 59-cent wings, $5 pitchers if you are sticking around. So make sure you come on by. But if you can't stay, you can still order your wings online. So make sure you just bring them in, or I should say order them, and then come and pick them up.
Yep,
Yeah, bring in your wings.
You have to bring in your own wings, and they will make them.
Yes, exactly. They'll make them for you.
I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Yeah, please don't. We don't want you to show up with a pound of chicken wings or anything like that.
Please don't.
We are here. 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. Both those will be open for you guys the entire show today. Just because we're not in the studio doesn't mean you can't get yourself involved with the show as well on the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo Channel 951. So all those avenues for you guys to connect with us all day long today. We'll have the rest of our usual programming on the block with Strick. We'll be out here from 2 to 4, and then Old School with DP and J rounding out the day from Buffalo Wings and Rings on 40th and Old Cheney from 4 to 6 p.m. Rico, how's it going?
Hello.
You found my sunglasses.
No, these are mine, actually.
You found my sunglasses.
No, these ones are literally mine. We have the same. No, we have the same sunglasses. I'm not even kidding you.
You do not have Oakleys.
Yes, I do. We have the same sunglasses.
So if I go over there,
yours will be right there. Ask Jake right now. Jake, are Nick's sunglasses on that table?
We do not have
Hold
the
them up.
same.
Hold
we
them
have
up.
the same sunglasses.
We have the same sunglasses. I found that out the other day.
Oh no!
Bring them over here. Please do. Please do.
Jeez, you're gonna make Dave.
No, Dave, come here.
God.
Come here, Dave. I want everybody.
Thanks,
no,
man.
I want everybody to see your shirt. I love it. Come here. I want everybody to see your shirt. Everybody, look at this wonderful shirt that I need.
Look at this.
I need this shirt.
David from Renew Your Auto. We could do a Renew Your Auto roll call. I know that's that early break. Is that okay with you, Dave?
Can we do that?
Is that okay?
Jake, not me.
Can we do one?
We can do one.
Or no? Is
okay.
It, okay.
Okay. Renew Your Auto roll call.
Roll call.
Yeah, Renew Your Auto roll call.
You guys listen.
Come on over. 40th and Old Cheney. David's here. You can hang out with him. Talk to him.
I love that shirt so much.
Shout out to David for buying me a red beer.
I need one of those.
You can do that. 402-464-5685. Rico,
put your shades on.
I cannot believe.
Put them on.
No, because then Bill's going to take a picture.
That's the point. Put them on.
God. Rico, I cannot believe we have the same sunglasses, and this was unintentional.
This guy.
This was unintentional.
Was it?
I didn't know you had these. I've had these same sunglasses for about 2 years.
That really?
Yes.
I've had them for a couple of months.
And this is just ridiculous. I need to take these off.
I actually saw it the other day. I noticed you had the same ones, and I was like, oh, no way, because I just leave these in my car. And I was like, oh, yeah, like I'm going to figure out a way to get him with these. And I saw you wearing them in here, and I was like, yep, I'm going to bring them out.
I cannot believe. So you never told me that?
Nope, never did. I told Rachel, though.
That's
she
hurtful.
knows.
That's hurtful. When did you buy those?
A couple of months ago.
Okay, cool. So I was the
You were the first.
I was the trendsetter.
I actually never saw you with those.
I don't wear them inside. I leave them in my vehicle.
There you go. I've never seen you with those.
Well, we don't hang
so
out.
You're not
outside
a trend.
of work.
You're not a trendsetter.
We don't hang out outside of work.
We don't, because you don't like me and you don't invite me to things that you do with your other co-hosts. It's fine. It's fine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was here first, but it's fine.
I don't know what you're
whatever.
talking about.
I'm not bitter.
well,
I'm not hurt at all.
Rico, you should golf. You want to come golf?
I've tried. I'm not good. I don't want to ruin anybody's course.
Hey,
I don't want to take a massive divot out of somebody's course.
The universal rule is that even if you play poorly, just play fast.
I can play fast.
All right. Well, as long as you play fast.
Well, I don't know how fast I can play when I'm looking for my ball in the rough. I don't know how fast I'll be able to go. I'll find it at some point, maybe. But
okay, sounds
we'll
good.
See what happens.
Whatever you say. Once again, 402-464-5685, Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. Both those open for you guys the entire show today. Let's start first with NBA.
Ooh,
because Kyrie Irving,
speaking my language.
Kyrie Irving, it was announced yesterday, reported that he has reached out to LeBron James.
Yep.
About coming to Dallas.
It's not happening.
Now, it's not happening, but I want to talk scenarios here.
Okay, hit me.
And how weird this is, because Kyrie is technically an unrestricted free agent right now.
Yes.
He still needs to re-sign with the Dallas Mavericks or sign somewhere.
Did Dallas say they wanted him back?
Whether it's a sign and trade where they send him, sign it or send him to LA.
No, I could have sworn that Dallas had already said that they weren't, but I could be 100% wrong on that. I do know Dallas said they are not interested in a D'Angelo Russell trade. They're not interested in a D'Lo trade with the Lakers, but I'm not 100% certain that Dallas has committed to re-signing Kyrie. So he still needs to fight. So he's saying he wants LeBron in Dallas. I don't even know if you're going to be in Dallas.
Well, and that's what's crazy is whether or not, I mean, even if Kyrie's in LA, it's weird because LeBron talked about it prior to the trade deadline. I think the trade deadline was February 9th, if I remember correctly, in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron talked about openly how he was hoping for a reunion with Kyrie Irving in LA. And so what's interesting, just hypothetically speaking, it's not going to happen necessarily, but think about, so the Mavericks were 8-12 when Kyrie Irving was in the lineup. 8-12. He played 20 games for the Dallas Mavericks this last season.
Didn't they have a winning record with just Kyrie and not Luka?
Well, so they had when Luka and Kyrie, they were 5-11.
Yeah. With just Kyrie, they were 8-12.
8-12 with Kyrie Irving in the lineup. 5-11 when Kyrie and Luka started together.
That is a weird statistic, and I still and to me, and look, I'm not an NBA insider. I'm not some basketball savant or anything like that. But to me, it's just a weird pairing that I'm not sure works all that well because it's two ball dominant guys. Neither one of them is really a catch and shoot, knockdown 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
Kyrie is a very good 3-point shooter. Luka is also a pretty solid 3-point shooter, but neither one of them, I cannot picture either one of them sitting in a corner or waiting outside the 3-point line for the other to drive and kick to them to hit a 3-point.
Well, you saw how weird
both of them create their own shots.
And that's where it's like, even if LeBron was to go to Dallas, there's no way they'd be able to handle 3 Supermax players.
No.
And then on top of that, field defenders, field role players.
It would have to be a trade, though, to get LeBron because he's still under contract for 2 more years with LA.
So he signed a 2-year deal.
Yeah, who do you give up for LeBron
and that's
James?
exactly what I'm saying. Is well, either way, you'd probably have to take a discount, right? You'd probably one of them because if LeBron wanted to, he could strong arm the Lakers.
I mean, he could.
At the end of the day, when you're LeBron James, you can strong arm a team to say, "Hey, I want to go here."
I mean, probably. But in the end, the Lakers could just sit on it, and if he doesn't want to play, he doesn't play. They're gonna look. The Lakers are gonna draw crowds regardless. It's the Los Angeles Lakers, for goodness sakes. Plus, they played multiple games without LeBron James this last season and the season previous because of the injuries, because of his aging body, and they're not great. But they're not terrible. They've got Rui Hachimura. They need to re-sign him, I believe. I'm not comparing him to LeBron James, but he's a small forward that could fill that role. They're LA, so they can bring some priority free agents in who want to play in Los Angeles. So in the end, if LeBron James wants to strong arm the Lakers, I don't think they're going to fall for that. And they could just sit there and say, okay, if you don't want to play for us, don't play. We're not going to trade you for a bag of potato chips in Dallas.
Well, and that's the thing is even with, it showed that Kyrie and Luka in the short term didn't necessarily work out together.
No.
And so we've seen it, though, obviously, where Kyrie and LeBron have worked out well. But elsewhere, I mean, even if there's no way that it feels like the Luka-Dallas partnership is slowly coming to an end the more and more they try to go in favor of Kyrie Irving.
Well, I don't know. So I just saw something. They feel pressured to re-sign Kyrie. I don't know if they want to or if they just feel like not getting anything for Kyrie and just letting him walk away would be a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they want to re-sign him because Luka is going to be the face of that franchise. They want him to stay long term. They want Luka as a Dallas Maverick for the rest of his career. They want Luka to be their next Dirk Nowitzki. They want him to be there and play in that blue in Dallas for the length of his career and retire as a Dallas Maverick. They want to build a statue for him afterwards, whether he wins a championship. Well, hopefully he wins a championship is what they're hoping. But in turn with Kyrie Irving, I don't think he's got the same love in Dallas that Luka has. So if you're going one or the other, I'm thinking that they're going to lean towards Luka Doncic as opposed to Kyrie Irving, just because. And this isn't a shot at Kyrie, but
he's shown more consistency.
You've seen what he can do without LeBron James in Brooklyn, and it wasn't much. He had Kevin Durant for a little bit. Kevin Durant was injured for most of that. James Harden also, off and on injuries there as well. And then in Dallas, things just don't seem like they're going well with Luka, although it was a trade mid-season, so they didn't have a lot of time to get to know each other and then actually learn each other's play style and play with each other. So maybe this next season, if they do re-sign him with a whole offseason of working together, things will get better. But I don't know, man. It just seems like Kyrie Irving is going to need to find a home, and him, asking or saying he wants LeBron James in Dallas is him trying to strong arm Dallas into re-signing him because they believe he might have an in with getting LeBron James there.
What's even more interesting here is, you look at what Brooklyn traded for Kyrie Irving, right? Or Brooklyn, got in exchange for Kyrie, and it was Spencer Dinwiddie, it was Dorian Finney-Smith, and then they got 3 draft picks from the Dallas Mavericks as well. Dallas has put a lot into this Kyrie Irving deal. They got Kyrie and they got Markieff Morris out of the deal. But here's the deal: is Dallas put a lot into this. Dallas put a lot of stock into Kyrie Irving working out in Dallas and past just the 1 year that was remaining on his contract. And if they decide not to re-sign him, or the 8-12 / 5-11 type of records continue, it's not going to be good for Dallas.
No, they're going to be put in a really strange situation where they're going to have to trade Kyrie. And look, he's an amazing player. He's an all-star. He's a superstar caliber player. Can he, depending on what you have to give up, can Kyrie Irving carry your team not only into the playoffs, but to possibly a championship? I don't think he's that kind of player. I think he's a superstar, but I think he's a Robin to somebody's Batman.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can build a team around Kyrie to lead you to an NBA championship. I think he can be the X factor in a championship game. He can be the X factor on a playoff team, but I do not believe that he can actually carry you to a championship game.
Well, and on top of that,
and it needs to be the right superstar, though, because again, you saw him with LeBron. They got to a championship, and he played a massive factor in that championship series against Golden State in winning them that championship. You go to Brooklyn, you get Kevin Durant. Again, as I said, Kevin Durant was injured for a lot of it. Things didn't really work out between the two. You see him right now in Dallas with Luka. Things don't seem to be working out. It needs to be the right superstar. And I'm not saying it needs to be LeBron, but it needs to be somebody who can also, shoulder the load when Kyrie isn't feeling it, or somebody that can take the number 1 defender off and let Kyrie deal with a number 2, because he's got the dribble moves to take anyone off the dribble.
Well, we saw it back with Cleveland. It was Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Love at that time, correct?
Yes.
In that situation, in this hypothetical scenario, it's Kyrie, LeBron, Anthony Davis.
I think that could work. I really think that could work.
How important in that case is Anthony Davis staying healthy?
Oh, massive.
Because I mean, it's Anthony Davis tweaks his ankle and he's down for 3 weeks.
I think as long as you have a solid big who can rebound and play defense, I think you'd be solid with LeBron and Kyrie still there.
Interesting.
Anthony Davis does offer some more offensive firepower and another guy that can take another solid defender away from those two. But I think if you've just got a big who can stay in the paint and alter shots and help that way defensively for anybody who, I'm not saying Kyrie's a defensive liability. He's a pretty solid defender, but he's not going to lock anybody down. For anybody that gets past him or LeBron, a defender who can be in the paint, swat shots, alter shots, and can grab rebounds when those two miss shots, or grab rebounds when the other team misses shots, and is just a presence on the inside. I don't think you need a heavy offensive big if you have LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, I think it's definitely interesting. Once again, Dallas and
that would be a very
LA
interesting
Lakers.
situation.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
LeBron, Kyrie, and the Joker
and Jokic.
That would be fun.
There's no price that Denver would ever even listen to.
No.
Invaluable.
No, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
that's his.
I mean, especially if they win the championship.
Oh, that city is his. He owns the state of Colorado.
Yeah, that's unreal.
He's no longer Serbian. He is Colorado.
We'll talk more NBA Finals tomorrow, but just round out the segment instead of starting on a whole entire new subject. NBA Finals Game 3 tomorrow night.
Yes.
This one, they go to Miami for this one.
6 feet above sea level.
What happens?
I don't know. That's a hard one, but it's going to be hype. Miami is going to be loud. The fans are going to be.
Are they going to have a whiteout?
Are going to be crazy. Oh,
I'm going to be so jealous if they have a whiteout.
They should. They need to have a whiteout. If they don't have a whiteout, they're doing something wrong.
Either
a whiteout or a blackout.
One of those is true. We're pro T-shirts.
Either a whiteout or a blackout. If they can do either one of those, it'll be solid. It's going to be disgustingly loud in Miami, and I'm going to go. I think the Heat pull this one out. Denver needs to steal one. I don't think they get this first one.
Man, I think it's going to be tough.
This series, honestly, after that game and seeing how gritty Miami truly is and how they're not out of juice just yet, this series is going 7.
I was shocked to see not only Miami win, but Michael Malone also called Denver out for their effort, right? Their effort. There's that funny picture as well of Michael Porter Jr., MPJ, taking a shot from the elbow when Jokic and Jamal Murray are wide open on each block.
Michael, the ball stops here, Porter Jr.
I mean that guy is just when he hits like 2 shots, it's like, all right, nobody else taking a shot today.
There's nobody else on the court when he hits 2 in a row.
Yeah.
As soon as Michael Porter Jr. feels any type of heat whatsoever, it's his. Yeah, it's his rock, over. And you are not getting it away from him.
Yeah, it's over. All right, let's go ahead. We'll step aside. When we come back, we are going to talk a little bit of college football. We also haven't mentioned that there's an Indianapolis Colts player being investigated for potential gambling on Indianapolis Colts game. It might be a name that you recognize. We'll talk a little bit about that. CBS Sports, NBC, first year of the college football deal with the Big Ten coming up this season in 2023, so that's definitely something to watch. And what games are on that CBS slate that they're paying $350 million this season alone to have on their network? We'll tell you about them coming up next. It's the Happy Hour. We're live from Buffalo Wings and Rings, 40th and Old Cheney. 59-cent wings for Customer Appreciation Day, and if you're sticking around, $5 pitchers as well. So make sure you come on out. Yeah, make sure you come on out to 40th and Old Cheney. That's where we're at. And we will be able to say hello, hang out with us. We'll have programming here all day long until 6 p.m. We'll step aside. You're listening to Happy Hour, 93.7 The Ticket.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring is here, and it's time to wake up Judson. Judson Irrigation is eager and ready to get your sprinkler system up and running for the season. Judson's technicians will check for winter damage, adjust your sprinkler heads, and show you how to set your controller for effective sprinkling coverage. The Judson Irrigation team is here for you. Stay safe.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Attention all Wings fans! 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
If you're interested in installing solar panels in Nebraska, there's a name you need to know. Solar by Alpine Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will be handled with care and detail because Rick, the owner of Solar by Alpine Electric, will be involved in the entire process from start to finish. We're an REC Solar Certified Pro installer and handle jobs in Lincoln and the surrounding area. Let us show you real-time results in your area. Call Rick today at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric. You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Hey Lincoln, this is Ramel Lloyd. I'm from the Boys and Girls Club. I've got some exciting news I want to share today for our youth. We're having a Junior NBA camp coming up, June 12th through June 30th. The times are 11 a.m. to 4:15. We're going to have some exciting games, some great speakers, great guests. It's going to be a great time. So we want to see you out there. You can find the information at www.lincolnbgc.org. www.lincolnbgc.org. Full scholarships are available, so make sure you come out and check us out.
Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
You mentioned the Auburn Regional between Penn and Southern Miss. How many fans? Plainsman Park seats 4,096.
I get 1,200.
1,200. I'm going to take the over slightly.
I don't know how well either one of these fan bases travel.
You can't imagine that Penn travels all that well.
I don't. And there's parents.
There's not 1,200 of them.
No, there's not 1,200
parents. Weekdays from 1 to 2 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
This isn't the real Caesar's Palace, is it?
What do you mean?
Did Caesar live here?
No.
I didn't think so.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back here, Buffalo Wings and Rings, 40th and Old Cheney for Customer Appreciation Day. What does that mean for you? 59-cent boneless or traditional wings and $5 pitchers of beer all day long. We've been here since 10 a.m. The doors didn't open until 10:30, but we've been here since 10 a.m.
We're just getting the place ready for you.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to continue the rest of the way until 6 p.m. Obviously, Eric Strickland will be on the block from here at 40th and Old Cheney from 2 to 4. And then it's DP and Jay Foreman from 4 to 6 p.m. today right here. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. But right now it's the happy hour. Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary, better known to you folks as Rico. And Rico,
Yes.
What are we? First of all, most important question: what are we ordering?
I think I'm gonna get me some traditional wings.
Traditional, okay.
With some of that sweet barbecue.
Okay.
With a little bit of I think I might get a little hotter. I think I'm gonna go a little medium heat on there.
Interesting.
A little heat on there. Some side of fries.
That's
And
the
I
special
think-
thing about this place is that they can put a certain type of heat.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. I love that about this place. And then side of fries, and then I think I'll wash it down with a Coke.
With a Coke, not a red beer.
I think I'll wash it down with a Coke.
With a
I think
Coke.
that's what I'll
Okay,
do.
sounds good.
So
So,
I actually might order that after this segment.
oh, the food.
So then, yeah,
the food.
The
that
food.
is.
No, not the red beer.
So
the
that way
food.
it's out.
So then, when we're done,
Yep.
I can get the food
Nice and warm.
and then I can snack on that, talk to some people, and then head back and get some work done.
Yeah, we got busy day ahead. I think I'm gonna go garlic parmesan. Maybe
You going boneless, ain't you?
Yes,
You going
boneless. It's not that I have anything against traditional wings. It's not like I have a personal vendetta against the traditional wing.
Almost seems like you do.
Just a little too messy. You know,
Almost
I
seems like
hate
you
to
do.
have stuff on my hands.
Yeah, because you're a child.
I hate to
Actually,
have.
that's the opposite. Children love it.
Yeah,
Children are
I
messy.
hate
It's
having
like
to
KJ.
wipe my hands off. So
You know, KJ actually does he's super messy. Like he'll go out and play, gets his hands all dirty.
The-
but when
the-
we're
the-
eating,
the usual 1-year-old.
when we're eating, like if he gets like ketchup or something on his hands, he's like, and he like wants
He
you to wipe
freaks
it out.
out.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
I don't
But
like.
then like I look at him and his face is just like covered in whatever we're eating, and I'm like, really? Like you got ketchup on your thumb and you're freaking out?
I don't enjoy the process of wiping it off with a napkin.
Don't just.
That's
just,
what.
just
No,
just
because
lick it off.
that is so unsanitary.
What? It's
Nothing
your
bo-
hand. You're
no-
you're eating
easy,
it. You're
easy.
touching
No
your
reason to
food
raise your
with-
voice.
Yeah, I think there might be. You're touching it with your hands and you're eating it. Therefore, your hands are already whatever's on your fingers is already on your food.
But it's unsanitary. I hate when people lick their fingers after putting it in the chip bag. They lick their fingers, then put it right back in the chip bag. with
Okay,
those same
yeah,
fingers.
no, yeah, that's gross. But you're eating your own food.
Okay, whatever you say.
What is with this guy?
I don't know. We got Grace and Bella just hanging out. We're just chilling. So
What is with this guy?
anyway, good.
I'm right? Am I?
Boneless or traditional wings?
Okay.
Traditional. There we go. All right,
All right,
Look at that.
whatever.
We're split.
Whatever,
We're split.
dude.
50-50.
Whatever.
So we're split 50-50. Should we get back to the sports?
I think we should.
Okay. 402-464-5685. The Honda of Lincoln hotline. The Starter Heyman text line. As you folks know, the Starter Heyman Jewelers video stream as well. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Allo channel 951 as well if you want to watch us on your good old television sets. I got to get that phrase in there every single day so far.
Literally everywhere.
Every day.
Also, download the podcast if you can't listen live.
That's
which I
true.
don't know how you would know that you should download the podcast, except for the fact that you should just be
You're
doing
listening
it
to the
anyways.
podcast.
Yeah, if you're listening to it live. But
Yeah.
if you haven't
kinda
downloaded the
tough.
podcast, download it. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff because we would really appreciate that. It'd be really nice if you did that.
And we're
also,
on there.
Yeah. Also, we're on there, and tell all your friends. Be like, hey, I just heard this really awesome
Yeah.
podcast radio show called The Happy Hour. It's fantastic. It's on
Perfect.
93.7 The Ticket. It's a great radio station in Lincoln, Nebraska. They're actually moving downtown in August to a
Yes.
beautiful new location. It's going to be fantastic.
But right now, we are not there. We are at 40th and Old Cheney. An Indianapolis Colts player, Rico.
Yes.
Isaiah Rodgers Sr., a defensive back.
I feel like I know that. Like I know that.
Yes. And he is being investigated for gambling on games. And there's evidence that he placed hundreds of wagers, including bets that involved the Colts.
Oh, no.
And you know where my mind instantly went one time, or right when I heard this initially yesterday?
To the Texans loss.
To the Texans Colts game. That was, all right, the loser of this game has the number 1 overall pick. It was a 28-yard touchdown pass for the Houston Texans, and then a 2-point conversion. Never forget,
To
Lovie
win it.
Smith. Lovie Smith ended up
getting fired.
Kind of screwing the Texans over a little bit.
Okay. You played
gotta
to win the game.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
coached
I understand that.
you
I understand
coached
that.
to win the game.
but
The
in a
Texans-
way-
No, the Texans were in the wrong. How dare you?
The Texans were in the wrong?
The Texans were in the wrong.
Or the Colts were in the wrong?
Well, obviously the Colts were. No, the Texans were for firing Lovey.
Oh, for firing Lovey?
Yeah, they're like, oh,
Interesting.
you won a game? How dare you?
Okay. That's interesting. I don't know. Like, Lovey didn't really do a whole lot.
I mean, they had a bad season, but then you're like, they weren't going to fire him until that game. Like,
That
that's
was-
the thing.
That was such a weird thing with the Illinois. So they move on from Lovey. Illinois does, and then it gets hired as an NFL coach.
That's what happens.
Like that was what was more shocking to me is that you get fired from a obviously, yes, a Power 5 job at Illinois. And yes, the NFL and college game is very different.
Mm-hmm.
But you get fired from that, and now Brett Bielema then comes into Illinois, shows that you can win there.
Mm-hmm.
And Lovie Smith, instead of getting an assistant job, instead of getting an analyst job,
head coach,
he gets to be the head coach
immediately
of unfortunately, the Houston Texans. But
I mean, it
still
wasn't
the
a
head
good
coach.
franchise that he went to. So
yeah. So I don't know, but back to the Indianapolis.
Let's get back to that. Yeah.
So Isaiah Rodgers released a statement on Instagram after it was announced that, like, it was funny because they put out, hey, some Colts player is being investigated.
A probably pretty well-known Colts player, and people immediately said, Matt Ryan.
Yeah, and then it was funny because then Isaiah Rodgers posted on Twitter or on Instagram, and everybody's like, oh, okay, this is the guy.
Oh, it's him? Oh, okay.
We found it out already. So anyway, Rigo, we've seen it. Calvin Ridley, we got it with Jameson Williams and the Detroit Lions a little bit. Is it a problem if you're betting on your team to win?
No, I don't think it's a problem.
Well, and I like the reason that
like
this is interesting is because how many venues nowadays have sports books in them? We hear about that all the time. When there's remodels, when there's renovations. One of the most popular renovations to do now that sports betting is legal in a lot of areas is to put a sports book in your site, in your venue, and make it as easy as possible for people to spend money and I guess in that way
cheer harder
and be more passionate and make more money for your state.
Maybe learn some of the lesser known players because you're cheering, you're hoping for a
come on, return. I need Ryan McMahon to get a hit.
Yeah, you're cheering for a kick return touchdown or a punt return touchdown or some type of forced fumble on a punt or something. I don't know, something weird like that. So I don't think it's bad to bet on your team to win because you're already trying to win. It's not like you're trying to lose. So if you're just like, you know what, I feel very confident in us winning this game. I'm going to throw, they have a lot more money, but I'm going to throw $100 down on us winning today's game. And then it just doesn't happen or whatever. But like if you're betting on your team to lose, that is a problem because then you are maybe doing everything in your power to make sure you lose that game. You're going to give up a touchdown. You're going to drop a pass. You're going to, throw an interception. You're going to miss a block. You're going to miss a tackle. You're going to do some things like that and be like, darn, I know we were favored, but I just not having it today, guys. I guess I'm just having a bad day.
Yeah.
If you're betting on your team to lose, that is a completely different story. But if you're betting on your team to win a game, I don't see a problem with that. Maybe I'm in the minority there. I don't know.
And that's the thing is what's interesting is they have receipts of all that, right? Electronically, you have receipts, and they figure out ways. The perfect example is through the Alabama college baseball coach that got fired for placing bets through an Ohio sports book, right? That's what's insane is that they tracked a phone call that they were making to somebody else that wasn't tied to the university to place the bet in Ohio, in a completely different state than Alabama. And yet Alabama still a 16 seed in the regional. They're still a national seed. They're a host site for the regional, not for the supers, but for the regional they were, which is just kind of spectacular when you think about it. You were betting on your team in that situation, and you're good.
Yeah,
you were a manager of a really, really talented SEC baseball team, and you can't get into a better college baseball conference than the SEC as a manager.
If you would have kept doing your job,
you ruined it because you couldn't stay away.
Yeah, if you would have just kept doing your job, I'm sure you would have gotten a raise at some point.
Yeah.
And you would have been probably making the money that you were trying to make back via bets. I don't know. It was ridiculous. Speaking of host sites, you see Indiana State?
Yeah, they don't get to because Special Olympics are there.
Apparently they've been hosting the Special Olympics for like 30 plus years there.
Yeah.
Around this time. I don't know, obviously they're not going to say no to it. So it's just like steeped in tradition for them to host the Special Olympics there. But a part of me thinks maybe they weren't 100% sure that they would make it to Supers just because, they knew that was happening. They didn't, I guess people weren't informed, but people were saying they were blindsided by this happening. But if you know Indiana State, I do not, then you would have known that they usually host the Special Olympics around this time. So, I think they knew this was going to happen. Maybe they didn't expect to make it to super regionals, but they did. But now they have to travel down to TCU to play in supers. And you know what? I really hope I hope Indiana State wins, and I hope that they can come to Omaha.
Well, what's interesting here is in maybe more surprising fashion, Southern Miss is going to host the super regional between them and Tennessee. So Southern Miss
That's weird.
was the lower seed in the Auburn bracket,
Uh-huh.
Auburn regional.
Yep.
Auburn was the 13th seed nationally, I believe.
Shouldn't have been.
Should not have been. Many believe, myself included, thought Tennessee should have been bumped up and moved into to a host site instead of Auburn. But you have Southern Miss is going to host Tennessee in Mississippi instead of Southern Miss having to go to Tennessee. That's interesting.
That checks out.
Southern Miss 45-18 on the year, by the way.
Yeah. Like I said, they're good. They're a good
they're
school.
a talented program.
They beat
but
Penn. Good for them.
they did beat Penn in the regional final.
Did we find out how many people were there?
Ooh, we need to find that out.
We put it at I put it at 1,200. You took the over.
Penn versus
Southern Miss.
Miss baseball. I just need to find the box score. Normally they'll have it.
And they should have the attendance on there.
Yeah, all the way down. To
scroll all the way down.
85%. 3,481 folks.
Wow.
3,000.
I take it the Auburn
81 folks.
I take it the Auburn fans showed up in spite.
They must have wanted to show up.
Or Nick, there's a lot of parents.
That's a lot of parents. What's interesting? So if we can go to I want to measure that up against somebody else, like some other, like the Arkansas regional yesterday.
That one was because that one's Arkansas. They were hosting it. You need to go somebody that wasn't hosting it. You need to find somebody that wasn't hosting. That it was a regional, not at the host. The final wasn't at the host, or the host wasn't playing in the regional final. That's how you got to do it. So
Monday, July or June 5th.
There you go.
Okay, so Florida hosted, Stanford hosted, Oregon State, Kentucky. That was the only one.
That was the only one. I thought there was another one. They were probably earlier
on Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday.
On Sunday there were,
because that's how you find that out.
That's the thing. So so Monday, you had Arkansas, TCU. Let's just take a peek.
Yeah, why not? 98%.
10,475.
Shout out to Baum Walker.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so. I starve for the day that Nebraska has a crowd like that. Alex Box Stadium between LSU and Oregon State, 11,473.
Shout out to LSU.
Look at that. Over capacity. Their capacity in Alex Box Stadium, 10,326. They had 11,473 people. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty sweet. So anyway, Big Ten teams all out. No Big Ten teams left.
Dang it, Indiana.
Indiana fell to Kentucky. Indiana had 10 hits, though, compared to Kentucky's 6, and still lost.
Got to make them
2
count.
runs, 4-2. TCU, shout out to the Horned Frogs. They beat Arkansas in the first game. That was what's wild. Not a single second game had to be played yesterday.
Wow.
Not a single second game had to be played yesterday.
That's a lot of money lost.
It is. But because I think if Arkansas got to game 2 on Monday, they're beating TCU.
You think so?
I think so.
Hard to beat the same team twice.
But TCU just did it to the 3 seed. Arkansas,
Hard to beat the same team.
Stanford did the same thing to Texas A&M. They beat them
5
twice.
times.
Kentucky beat Indiana twice. So Duke, how about Duke?
Dang it.
The Blue Devils on top of the Chanticleers.
The Fighting Chickens.
The Chanticleers, the 10 seed. They go home.
They will not make it. Well, they stay home. They will not make it to Omaha.
Yeah, I saw somewhere, I think Evan Bland had this tweet of the seeds that had made it to a super regional. Here we go. Think about, just when I say this, all of the seeds that didn't make it, that I don't name here.
Okay.
Number 1 seed made it. Number 2 seed made it. The 5th seed, 7th seed, 14, 16 all made it.
So 3, 5, 6.
Nope. 3, 4, 6,
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All of those seeds did not make it through the regional final.
Wild.
So 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 9 teams. 9 of the 16 national seeds
Big fan.
did not make it out of their regional tournament.
Big fan of that.
That's pretty sweet. That's
Love
awesome.
it. I need a team that's not traditionally in Omaha.
Yeah. So
Necessary.
let's go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get to the CBS stuff, because the CBS schedule is kind of interesting as we go forward. Once again, if you missed it earlier, Nebraska baseball has decided, and Will Bolt, I should say, has decided to part ways with the pitching coach Jeff Christie. That was announced earlier today. So the former Husker himself, Jeff Christie, has been relieved of his duties as they've mutually agreed to part ways. So Nebraska baseball looking for a new pitching and catching coach ahead of the 2024 season. Let's take our final timeout. We round out the show from Buffalo Wings and Rings 40th and Old Cheney coming up in just a few minutes on 93.7 The Ticket.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the happy hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices. Join us on Tuesday, June 6th at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 40th and Old Cheney for Customer Appreciation Day. Enjoy 59-cent wings all day and your favorite sports talk show host on the air from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come hang out with us for Customer Appreciation Day on Tuesday, June 6th at the 40th and Old Cheney Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Need service on your home air conditioner? Call the company Lincoln has counted on since 1952, Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. No matter what brand you have, when you need service, you want Bryant's experienced pros working for you. Friendly NATE certified technicians with the tools, training, and technology to restore your comfort quickly. No matter what brand, when you need service, just call Bryant. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
How many times has the dad in your life complained about being tired and sore and done nothing about it? Why not change things up this year for Father's Day with a gift certificate for a massage from the Body Shop? It's not a day at the golf course or a new tool for the shop, but it is something that can make activities less painful going forward. Get Dad a gift certificate today for Father's Day at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
If you're interested in installing solar panels in Nebraska, there's a name you need to know. Solar by Alpine Electric is based out of Lincoln, and you can be sure your project will be handled with care and detail because Rick, the owner of Solar by Alpine Electric, will be involved in the entire process from start to finish. We're an REC Solar Certified Pro installer and handle jobs in Lincoln and the surrounding area. Let us show you real-time results in your area. Call Rick today at 402-440-4371. Solar by Alpine Electric. Tailored Life is now open in Bennett. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home, for both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of potted trees, shrubs, vines, perennials, and colorful annuals. Plus, porch pots and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Spring is here, and it's time to wake up Judson. Judson Irrigation is eager and ready to get your sprinkler system up and running for the season. Judson's technicians will check for winter damage, adjust your sprinkler heads, and show you how to set your controller for effective sprinkling coverage. The Judson Irrigation team is here for you. Stay safe.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism. Steve's Garage Doors and Services is under new management, but has the same great service as before. If your current garage door seems outdated or isn't working properly, call their new number at 402-480-2840 to schedule service or get a new door ordered. Steve's can repair most types of garage doors and can always point you in the right direction to get the job done. Give Steve's Garage Doors and Services a call today at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840.
Junior Achievement of Lincoln inspires and prepares young people for success. Learn more about the people involved in the organization and the success stories over the years each Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. for the Junior Achievement Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Sunny skies this morning with afternoon cloud cover and a very slim chance of a pop-up shower. It will be a bit warm. We'll top out near 91, south winds at 10. Overnight mainly clear, low dropping down to around 64. We'll see a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Hot again, the high of 92. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert.
I don't believe you people.
And Enrique Alvarez Clary.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people? Huh?
Sponsored by Empire Fence and Netting on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What do you mean, you people?
We are back here.
I know we are.
On the happy hour. We're still live. 40th and Old Cheney.
You thought I didn't know?
Buffalo Wings and Rings. It's Customer Appreciation Day. 59-cent wings, $5 pitchers of beer all day long,
All
folks. So make sure, even if it's after work, come on in. 59-cent wings, $5 pitchers of beer all day long.
Honestly, it's a beautiful day outside. I wonder if they're going to open this patio up because, man, it is gorgeous outside.
Got a good group of people here. Jake's in the building. We're both here, obviously. DP has been here all day. Strick just walked in.
Look who just walked in the door.
Stricky just walked in. There he
Eric
is.
Strickland.
DP's been hanging out all day long as well.
DP
Ricky
Simmons
was here. Jay's going to be here a little bit later as well. So it's a good group on hand as well as we're celebrating Customer Appreciation Day. Okay, we got
I would say Kenny's going to be here, but he's out doing his own thing.
He decided to get a coaching job.
He wants to go coach some high school players at Dakota Valley. Oh, what do you like doing? Coaching? Come on, man. What are you doing?
But shout out to Kenny Will.
Oh yeah, shout out. He posted a picture. He had the whistle around his neck. Yeah. He's a natural.
He's in his element. Yep, he's back there.
Happy for that guy.
Okay, Rico, I want to get your thoughts on this here.
All right, hit me. Don't actually hit me, please don't.
CBS. They paid $350 million this year alone to broadcast Big Ten football. Okay. Well, and obviously other sports are included.
Yeah.
But mainly it's the football, right?
Yep.
All of these games, while they finish out their final year of the SEC contract through 2023-24 season, all Big Ten football games will be played at 11 a.m.
Okay, that checks out.
Yeah. So the list of there's 2 open weeks. All right. And I want you to tell me the game that you would put on the CBS network out of these Big Ten games.
Okay. And these ones aren't on there.
These ones, they've left basically open.
Okay.
To make a decision when we get closer to that time period.
Yeah.
Okay. So first date, October 28th.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of teams on buys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Purdue at Nebraska. Indiana at Penn State, Maryland at Northwestern, Michigan State at Minnesota, or Ohio State at Wisconsin.
Oh, that's a good day.
Right here, it's
day.
Ohio State at Wisconsin.
I mean, you're looking at that, but I'm also looking at who's Minnesota playing?
Minnesota Michigan State at Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm looking at that one too.
Really?
You're looking for a bounce back year from Mel Tucker. You're looking at the PJ Fleck, depending on how the beginning of the season goes. I don't know. That Michigan State Minnesota one looks pretty tempting as well.
It does. Now, what's interesting, I'm trying to find. I had the list. I didn't put the link in here.
I mean, that Ohio State Wisconsin one is probably the one.
So you have Ohio State, who's preseason 5th in the country, and Wisconsin, who's preseason 25th.
Which is still weird, but whatever.
Still surprising, especially with the change in leadership.
Yeah, they're like, oh, hey, we're going to get a new coach, and we're going to change literally everything that we do offensively. But, yeah, you're 25th.
So, okay, here, I think I have it here.
Okay.
Here we go. Perfect. So here's the schedule so far.
Mhm.
And this is what CBS paid $350 million for.
350 mil.
Ohio State at Indiana, first one.
That's a weird one.
Okay. Northwestern at Rutgers.
That's terrible.
UNLV at Michigan.
That's also terrible.
This one's not bad. Iowa at Penn State.
Iowa at Penn State?
At Penn State.
You said 11 a.m. though?
That's 11 a.m.
If it was Iowa at Penn State at 6,
yep,
that might be worth the $320 million by yourself.
Then you have
Not really.
Then you have the open week on October 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Then on November 4th, it's another open week. And I think you lean towards, I mean, these are not good matchups here.
Are they? Let me see. Illinois at Minnesota, Iowa at Northwestern, Nebraska at Michigan State, Ohio State at Rutgers, Penn State, Maryland, Purdue, Michigan, Wisconsin, Indiana. Penn State, Maryland's the best one there.
You think?
Penn State, Maryland is
Nebraska,
easily,
Michigan State?
Penn State, Maryland. Is easiestly.
Okay. So
the
then
best one there.
So then you're filling those 2 weeks with Ohio State, Wisconsin,
and Penn
State, Maryland.
100%. Yes.
And then to round out the year, it's the Black Friday game, Iowa and Nebraska.
Perfect.
For those 7 games,
that is not worth $320 million.
You are paying $350 million.
It might be worth $320.
And now what's interesting is with the CBS, what they do get out of the deal, something that NBC did not for a lot longer, is they get to be the site or the host of the 2024 Big Ten Championship. So that's where the value, because next year, through 2024 to 2029,
yep,
CBS is going to carry 14 to 15 games each year, compared to just the 7 that they're going to have. So you're going to have a doubleheader on CBS starting in 2024.
Okay.
Rather than just having one game in the morning at 11 a.m. on CBS and then a 2:30 SEC game.
I like that.
Right?
Double the Big Ten action. No longer having to worry about, as soon as that game is over, flipping over to somewhere else to get some Big Ten action. You're worried about, oh, no, now I'm going to get dragged into this Tennessee-Missouri game. Because, look, the problem is when you see that SEC logo pop up and you see those teams and you see those crowds after a Big Ten game, you're just like, you know what? Maybe I do want to see points scored.
Well, and now I like the SEC conversation is so fascinating because when you look, they're adding Oklahoma and Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they just renegotiated a deal, I want to say 3 years ago, and it's worth a good amount of money. But then you add Oklahoma and Texas, which at that time was not in the thought process of the SEC executives. But you add 2 of college football's well-known brands, right?
Premier brands,
and
not teams, premier brands.
You have popular coaches coaching them, especially Brent Venables in Oklahoma coaching at his not his alma mater where he started coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have Texas, right, who has in the last 30 years had national exposure.
Mm-hmm. You got Steve Sarkisian, who, whether you like it or not, is a polarizing coach.
Yeah, well, and the team. I mean, people know the Texas brand.
Yeah,
and so that brings a lot of value as well to your product.
Oh, yeah.
So the SEC, I would not be surprised if they renegotiate a deal as well. All right, we got about a minute left or so here. Once again, we are live, 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings is the place to be. We will be here until 6 p.m. this evening on the block with the Husker Hall of Famer Eric Strickland is coming up next. Then from 4 to 6, it'll be Old School with DP and Jay as well. So make sure if you have time, come on out. 40th and Old Cheney, Buffalo Wings and Rings, 59-cent wings, $5 pitchers of beer all day long. Rico, any thoughts there?
I'm really excited to get some wings in my belly because I'm really hungry. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to order some more wings.
Okay.
And I'm going to take them home for supper.
How about that?
There we go.
Look at that.
Built-in supper. Guess what? They're 59 cents.
Papa Rico's taking dinner home tonight.
Hey, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at what I do. What can I say? I'm a great dad.
There you go. All right, we're out of here. 40th and Old Cheney, the place to be. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Put the shades on?
Put the shades on.
Because we did find out we have the same exact sunglasses.
Yeah, we're pretty cool. No big deal. What can I say, man?
We're the same.
Pretty great.
We didn't even plan this.
We did not. I think we should, though.
Should we wear these?
We should do this when we go to the College World Series.
Okay, we'll be outside. Nice job, Rico. Good show. This has been a pleasure.
Show. Loved it.
Pleasure as always, my man. Stick around on the block. Coming up next, 93.7 The Ticket. Come out to Buffalo Wings and Rings today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Join us on Tuesday, June 6th at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 40th and Old Cheney for Customer Appreciation Day. Enjoy 59-cent wings all day and your favorite sports talk show host on the air from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Come hang out with us for Customer Appreciation Day on Tuesday,